All right, in this video, I want to show you how you can get these readings without performing the experiment. Yeah, it is possible. You can make a rough sketch on how the readings will look like, and then you equally use it and plot your graph, and the examiner will look at it and confirm that yes, you really did the experiment. So the only thing you need to do is to be careful on how to get the readings. If I want to get this reading, I need to make sure that this diagram is correct, okay? Don't worry, we are still coming to this diagram. I will show you how to manipulate this diagram, but make sure this is correct. I want to get the value of this person first of all. I will use this angle as my A, which is equal to 60 degrees, or 61, or 59 degrees. So once I get these angles, the value of this, I will get this one. Then after getting this, the next thing I will do is to get it. In that case, I am done. Okay, so for me to get it now, I will use the formula that D minus E is always equal to this angle, which is called the incident angle, minus any of this that you are using. If I am using this, I will say 30 minus 60. If I'm using 61, I will say 30 minus 61. But in this video, I want to use 30 and manipulate it. So you can decide to use 61. Another person can decide to use 51. You still get the same answer. Within a space of 30 minutes, you are out from the exam hall, you are done every other thing you are doing. So let's get there. This is D minus E. This will give me 30 minus 60. 30 minus 60. 30 minus 60 will give us what? What I will have here will be minus 30.00. 30 minus 60 will give me minus 30.00. So we go to the next one. D minus E. For the second one, we give me what? 40 minus 60. 40 minus 60. 40 minus 60 will give us what? Minus 20.00. And the third one is 50. Third one is 50 minus 60, which will give us what? Minus 10.00. And the fifth one is 60 minus 60. 60 minus 60 will give us what? 0.00. If you watch from here, it will start increasing. And then what I have here is 70 minus 60, which will give us what? Plus 10.00. So if you do it this way, it simply means that you have gotten the values of all these things, okay? You have gotten the values of all these things. And the next thing you will do is to look for some other values. Next thing you will do is for me to get these values now, okay? For me to get these values. After getting D minus E, you will get your D. So for me to get my D, I will start from where I have 0.00. This 0.00 simply means that the angle of emergence is going to be equal to this my D here at this particular point. Or if I like, I can shift it, but I would like you to use this point and do that. Okay? So your D or your DM is expected to be either 37, 38, 39 to 40. These are the values from 37 to 40 is going to be the value of your D, your DM, which is called the minimum deviation. So which means that I want to use a DM of 37. You can use 38. Another person can use 39. Another person can use 40. But I want to use 37, which means that my 37 will be here. I will put 37 here, 0.00. So if here is 37, it means that I'm equally going to have 37.00 here. So that this point and this point must be the same if you are manipulating. You have to be careful. Here will be 37, here will be 37. If here is 38, here should be 38. If here is 40, here should be 40. Okay? You don't need to do that mistake. Because if you do this mistake, it will affect the entire readings. So, you look at this. And then I have gotten this to be 37, and here is 37, right? So the next thing I will do, if you look at this, I want to get everybody here on my D. So you use this 37 as a constant, subtract 2 from this 37, and add this one. If you subtract 2 from this 37, you have here to be what? This will give me 35.00. Then the only thing that you must know is that after subtracting 2, I can use 2 as a constant here. Okay, or I can use 1, but let me use 2. After subtracting 2 here, from this point, it will start increasing. Once you subtract 2 from here, from this point, it will start increasing. Okay, that is just the thing that you need to do. And from this point, it will start decreasing. Okay, so if here is 35, I can increase it by 2 now. 35, 36, I can have what? 30 what? I can have this to be equal to 36. I can have 37.00. Or possibly, if I put this 37 here, if I put 37 here, it will look like I'm trying to repeat this, okay? If I put 37 here, looks like I'm trying to repeat it. So remember what I said, that from here, it will start increasing. So this is 35, then I can put 36.00 here, okay? If I put 36, then this one will increase. I can put 38 or 39, I can put 39.00. Then this one will do what? This one will decrease. This one will decrease. Why? What I have here is 37, and I have this particular one to be what? 35. You can see how I did everything there. Okay? So from that 37 up, down, we increase. We are going to increase it. What I'm saying is that from here, 37, down, we do what? We increase. If here is 37, I can't write 38 here, it's too close. Remember, I used 2 here, so I can use 3. Like add 3 more. Then what am I going to have? I will have 40.00. So you see, I've gotten these values now. I've gotten these values. Okay? If I use this and plot my graph, I will get perfect answer. Now, how can we get this our E? How can we get this our E? You don't need to cram any formula. Remember that I said that this percent minus 60 will give us this. So from this, you can derive a formula on your own by knowing that D minus E is equal to what? I, right, minus A. So you can make this subject formula. You can make only this E subject formula by saying that take this one to this side. You have that D is equal to I minus A plus E, right? So what is E now? Only my E will be what? It's going to be my D. Only my E will be my D minus what? I. and then plus what? Plus A. So you can use this formula as your E. Use this formula as your E, and you get the value of whatever thing that will be here, okay? Like if you look at this value now, this is 37 minus what? I. 37 minus 60 plus 60 will give us this. 37, I have my calculator here. 37 minus 60, right? 37 minus 60, okay, plus this will give us this. You can still confirm it. Use your own calculator, okay, to confirm it, okay. Then we have plus what? 60. So use your calculator. This is the formula that you use to fill every person here. So if I want to use this formula now, I want to get the first one. My E there is going to give me what? 39 minus what is the I? 30 plus A is what? I'm using it to be 60. So what are we going to have? This is 39 minus 30. Okay. So what I'm going to have here is what? 69. That's what I'm going to be having. 69. Okay. 0.00. That's what I will have. Okay. Point what? 0, 0. Then let's talk about the second one. The second one is the same formula is what I will use. It's going to be what? 36 minus 40 plus 60. So you have 36 minus 40, okay? Minus 40, okay? Plus what? 60. It's going to give me 56.00. Okay? That's how we can do that. Then we go here. The next one there is for this one, which is 35 minus 50 plus 60. So 35 minus what? 50, okay, plus 60 will give us what? It's going to give me 45 degrees. And you don't need to solve for this one. This one is already here. And finally, for me to solve for this one, it will be 40 minus what? 70 plus 60. So 40 minus 70, okay, plus 60 will give me what? 30.00. So this is how you can make this is how you can make this reading perfect. This is how you can make it. From this, you use this and plot your what? Your graph. You can use this and plot your graph. Okay? So when you look at this now, you see that what is important here is to make sure that your sketch is correct. Because what most of the examiners normally do is that they will measure this angle to know whether if this angle is correct. Like if this angle for here now, I got 69. If this angle is 69 and they equally measure this one, it is 30. Yes, this person will be correct. So what you need to do is that you use the side of that prism that was given to you and construct it because you must draw it. Take your normal, okay? And from your table, assuming that you are manipulating, but I would advise you to manipulate if you can. You can equally perform the experiment if you know how to perform the experiment very well. So this one is just a kind of guideline on how to get the readings. If you want to text your graph and see how the graph will look like, okay? Now, Make sure that you measure this angle correct. This angle, once this angle is measured correct, and this one is equally measured correct, this one will be correct. Forget about it. Just know that this line is straight and this line is straight. Two of them will intersect at this particular point. If this angle is correct and this angle is correct, you measure it perfectly. Okay? Using your protractors and your compasses. It simply means that this angle will be correct. This is exactly what I want to show you. I have some other things to show you how to manipulate, even in block prism. About 3 or 4 experiments on block prism, but it's just that by tomorrow I'll release more video. So watch this one and thank me later. Okay? So the graph of this will look like the graph of this will look like the graph of this will look like this. This is a graph of what? I have it as I against what? D minus E. Be careful because of the negative D. So it will look like this. Okay? And mind you, the intercept here, this intercept represents the what? The refracting angle. The intercept represents the refracting angle of the prism. You have to take note of that. And equally, you need to take note of some other precautions. Okay? This is one thing that you must know. Okay? So thank you, and God bless you. I will show you the next experiment. I love you guys.